What's going on? This is Master Ice 9886 coming at you live for an episode of Farming Simulator. Today I will be doing an episode of logging on the farm here. Okay, because I'm going to be using two mods to help transport my farming equipment up there. I already have the majority of the equipment up at the logging site. We're going to be logging up by field 20 there, as you can probably see by the Goldcrest Pacific grain drop off. You'll see where my equipment is. I'll be transporting the equipment through a 2015 Ford F350. It is a Super Duty diesel here, along with a 40-foot gooseneck trailer that I have back here that does have working straps for it. So we're going to begin loading up, get the equipment dropped off at the logging site so we can continue and begin. So as I said, we have a gooseneck here for the hookup for the trailer here, hook up. And it comes with the working ramps that I like back there. And then the neat thing about it is that for the hazards and all of our turn signals is that they have it on the lights working on the side, which makes it a lot more realistic, along with what a real trailer looks like for the PJ trailer. Then we have our tractor and equipment here to haul it, cut down our trees. So load this up here. Lower there, and then that should be in a good spot. Hop inside our truck, make sure everything looks good, everything's on the trailer. So we're going to put up the ramps. We're going to put down the straps just to help lock the load in. Then we're going to begin making our way up to our field here. Turn off our turn signals. The only thing I don't like about the truck is it doesn't have any working beacon lights for it. Because that would be something, because this would be, you know, categorized as an oversized load, being the height of the arm there, so it would be an oversized load. Just sit there trying making this turn. It looks like we cleared it, but just navigating these city areas aren't going to be the easiest. The hardest part's going to be getting up to the field. Yeah, sorry, sit there. It's nice because this trailer is it's a dual rear wheel, so we got 4 wheels in the back axle, and then we just got the 1 wheel in the front axle. The inside cab is, I would say, almost good, because you have the speedometer that's not accurate, and then from the looks of it, it looks like the gas tank meter is somewhat accurate, as well as the tachometer. And then the one thing I'm not a big fan of is when you have your turn signals, it's just a big pop-up there, instead of having it smaller up on the equipment from the dash. So they're in close to our turn off here. Sit there. It's going to get to our hardest part. It's just all the low-level roads and bumps, because it's a small clearance between the rear of the trailer, so it's going to be hard trying to get over some of the bumps when those get stuck, but we will be certain to get it cleared and taken care of. I want to apologize for not having this video up yesterday. I said I had a ankle sprain that was really bad. That happened early in the morning, and it was just between being at the hospital, I just didn't have time to actually get a video uploaded. I said, you can see how the bottom of our trailer there just got stuck, so we're going to try backing it out if we can, otherwise we might have to drop the trailer. I do have may actually have to offload the trailer here, or offload our equipment here, just because we don't have any more ground clearance. So I'm going to try dropping that, maybe adjust my truck and rehook back up. See, maybe we can pull through somewhere, maybe get some grip, and no, it's not going to happen, so we're going to have to drop the trailer. Maybe we can put the ramps down. No, we're going to have to. We're just going to have to take the load off, because we're not going to have clearance to get over that. I'll have to get the telehandler or front loader up here to lift it up and over, but we're not going to have that stop us today. We're going to get to work as soon as we can, so we're just going to leave we'll just leave the truck there for right now. We'll have equipment come and help pick it up. So we're going to make our way up here to our logging site. It's right up around here. It's up by a pavilion that I found that would be a nice area. Once we start getting some of the trees cleared away, we'd actually be able to do actual logging at that site. But we're going to sit there and make our way down. And then I have a trailer, so I think I'm going to start by just doing wood chips, so we can start actually making some money from doing the logging here. But I have over here I just have a telehandler with a bucket. I have just a regular tractor with a stump, so we can get the stumps out of there. Then as we get some of these trees cleared away, we can actually find an area where we can put our actual storage equipment. So we're gonna begin. We're gonna get a hold of our first tree, which I think I'm gonna use this one right over here. So we're going to turn on the harvester and get it ready. Use that. One thing I don't like about the equipment is that it's just really hard to even try loading up. So maybe we'll try finding another tree that may make it a little easier here. We'll try this tree here. Straighten it up. And as I said, it takes time to actually, there we go, up. I'm going to carefully let it fall down, make sure nobody gets hurt. I'm not sure if I might actually do them in small batch loads. I think maybe I'll cut them in 2 meter length here, so I can probably pick those up, and I can actually put those in put them in a bucket and then just dump them into the wood chipper. all of our tree right here. So I'm going to bring the bucket over, start picking up some of those wood panels there. We'll load them into the bucket, and then we can always put them into the wood chipper without a problem. So we'll bring this over here. Too heavy, so these are probably just a little bit too big. Well, so there, that was the money mod that I have installed on the game. It's not letting me cut this one here. Try doing this maybe. That's another thing I'm not a fan of, is that you have to be very careful if something ever you move too fast, or if you just accidentally tap something and it falls out of your reach. So we're going to try getting a couple of these in there. See if we can get one more in there. Oh, just too heavy. Those are a little on the heavy side. Let's try it. There we go. This one would probably fit that. Not on the. That's not gonna work. We'll bring this up over to here. We'll get these into the wood chip, and we can start chipping some of the wood. Actually, maybe even easier to do it this way, because we just dump right into the chipper here. Let's get that ready. We'll turn on the wood chipper here and unload here, so that'll start unloading once it comes out, and it should just go right on the conveyor belt here, so it should help go right onto the conveyor belt, and then the conveyor belt should offload it into the trailer here. Alright, and then those should, as I said, offload right into the offload it into the trailer, hopefully. So we're going to give it a shot, and we'll see how well this works. If not, we might have to create a pile for the wood chips, and then just use the bucket to scoop everything into a trailer. Have those, we'll see how well this works. And it is using the conveyor belt, so it should. Not seeing anything fall onto the ground, so hopefully it. We'll hop on the actual conveyor belt and we'll carefully come up, and yeah, it looks like it is offloading into the trailer. So that was a successful setup here, so we're going to get ourselves working on more of those logs. We'll get those loaded up in here, and we'll get those chipped. I think what I might do is I might cut the wood into 1 meter lengths to make it easier for these to just pick up and move. Because otherwise I might have to look into actually getting a skid steer to hook up in. So I wonder if we might actually even be able just to run this flat. Maybe we can pick up some of those. It looks like we might be able to get some of those. Yeah, we were able to get a couple of those, so yeah, that could work, but we'll do them in 1 meter lengths. Make it easier to run everything. Then just bring them over here. And we'll just very carefully lift these up. Extend, we'll dump these in here carefully. Let that run. I'll keep working with the conveyor belt so everything should go good, and it is filling up the trailer there, so we are not having any problems. Bring this back here, maybe pick up some of those logs hopefully and get those into the wood chipper, and then hopefully we can get a decent amount of logs so we can start profiting. Over here, this is a too heavy. This should be good. Maybe easier to come over to this side. Too heavy. Try to see if we can adjust that there. Let me see if we can pick a few of these up. I'll get some more of these up to the wood chipper. No, that's not going to work, so I'm going to just finish cutting these in 1 meter length so to make it easier for me to pick up and throw into the bucket, and then just carry or ride the bucket all the way over to the wood chipper. And we're going to slide this back and out of the way. Put the remainder of these into the bucket. Get these over to the chipper. Throw those into the bucket, make it a little easier than running back and forth. We'll just adjust, we'll slide that in there, get that all in there. So you should be able to get this one, we'll get this one into the bucket, and then we'll drop these over to the chipper. That in the next run, and it looks like we have maybe about 10% just by the looks of it already for chippings, but we should hopefully make a decent amount of money from chipping in this area. Just drop this over like that. Those all landed in there, so we are good. I'm not seeing any of the wood chippings going on the ground. I could probably slide the trailer up at some point. I'll probably use my truck, because I have a semi-truck over at the shop I can use. We'll try picking some of these, sliding these into the bucket, make it easier than trying to have to cut them in. It'll work. I might probably pick. We got a few of the small ones here that I can pick up and not have to worry. Lower the bucket, it'll make it easier than trying to toss it up and in. But yeah, we got a lot of logs in this area that we're going to have to cut up, and these are probably the heavy ones that I'm not able to grab, yeah. So I'll dump those, I'll cut those ones up with my tray, I'll cut those ones up with the chainsaw, and we should be able to finish this log up without a problem. What I think I might do is for the next episodes, I'm going to sit there and maybe have trees, pre-cut, and we'll work on actually just, finish cutting them, get them into the chipper, and then just use the chipper in large amounts. I know this one just popped out wherever it fell right here. Here, we'll just throw this up and into the chipper. As I said, it's always hard, especially when you're not tall. I'll just throw this in the bucket with the meter. Actually, I can do it right there, hopefully. Nope. Okay, I'll just throw it in the bucket, and I'll stop wasting time trying to throw it up, and then we'll just throw that in the bucket. And the bucket will... I feel like if they made that long, they made it where your grip wasn't that far out, it might be easier to do. But yeah, I'll chip up the rest of these few logs. Cut those in half and throw them into the bucket. We'll get those into the chipper, and then depending on time, it looks like we're going to be close on time here, so we'll try to finish these ones off real quick. Then I know I have there's another trailer mod that I have that I might use, because I gotta get some more equipment up here other than just the stump cutter, so I might spot somewhere. There it is. These should be light enough for me to throw into the bucket. Into the bucket, hopefully, yep. finish this up. We'll get the stump cutter, we'll cut that one stump, and then I'm going to sign off for this episode. I'm going to film, hopefully, my brother Chris. I'm going to see if he wants to join me. Maybe he'll join me on an episode of Farming Simulator, you know, join me on something that we can do, maybe, because we do play GTA 5 for the PS4, so maybe we'll do an episode. Maybe I'll get him in on an episode. If he wants to join me, I'll bring him in. Looks like, I don't know, it looks like that one's not offloading. I'm gonna have to adjust that in a sec here. Bring that up, we'll dump. Adjust it a little bit, but something's not hooking up right. Oh yeah, I think that, yeah, the trailer's not underneath it, so I'm gonna have to slide. I can probably slide this, hopefully, back some, yeah. Make sure it stays inside the trailer there. Unload it there. Those will keep going. Well, this should be going into the thing. Why it's not, I don't know. There. Stay right. I might have to look into that for the next episode, because this just doesn't want to. So maybe that's it. Maybe you have to fold that to lock the wheels in, and we'll make sure that's over top of the trailer, which it should be. Then this should be running. Why it's not. We'll sit there, we'll get that last few logs. I'll probably just go and stump cut that area real quick, and then I'll finish everything off. What I might do is I might work in this area here, because I've been parking my vehicles right here, so I said I might use that to do I might finish that up real quick there, so I can store my trailer. We'll sit there over this over here. I'll have to move that arm real quick. Bring this over here. We'll cut that stump, and it's supposed to look like we never had one there. So we'll turn on the stump cutter, we'll lower it. There we go. Stump was taken care of, and we just got this area nice and cleaned out. I'll probably get something to help keep it neat over there, but I will sign off. I think for the next episode I might do a couple of different, I'll probably cut some trees and have them already pre-cut and ready to throw in the chipper. So sign off. If you want to subscribe for more content, then hit the bottom right hand corner. There'll be a subscribe button. A link to the previous video will be in the top left hand corner. Subscribe for more content. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you on our next